The No Asshole Rule, by Robert I. Sutton, is a bold and practical guide to creating healthier, more productive workplaces by eliminating toxic behavior, specifically, the kind that comes from what Sutton bluntly calls assholes. The book makes a strong case that allowing even one toxic person to fester in a team or company can lead to long-term damage, both emotional and financial. Sutton begins by defining what he means by asshole. It's not just someone who is occasionally rude or annoying, it's someone who consistently demeans, belittles, or bullies others, especially those with less power. These people thrive on dominance, intimidation, and emotional control, and their behavior creates fear, resentment, and dysfunction. The author emphasizes that bad behavior is contagious. When toxic people are tolerated, their actions often become normalized. Others may imitate them to get ahead, or simply shut down emotionally, creating a workplace culture that becomes meaner and more cynical over time. One bad apple can spoil the whole bunch, not just in theory, but in measurable performance and morale. Sutton explores the hidden costs of tolerating toxic employees. While companies may keep a high-performing jerk because they deliver results, the damage they cause, through turnover, absenteeism, lawsuits, and lost productivity, usually outweighs their individual contribution. He calls this the total cost of assholes, a concept organizations often overlook. He offers a set of clear criteria to help readers identify toxic behaviors. These include treating people as if they're invisible, interrupting or talking over others, taking credit for others' work, and making people feel inferior. Even subtle but consistent patterns of condescension or exclusion can do long-term harm. A major part of the book is focused on prevention. Sutton encourages companies to screen out toxic personalities during the hiring process. He shares how some firms intentionally design interviews to reveal character under pressure, using tactics that test how candidates treat assistants, servers, or support staff. He also explores the role of leadership in either encouraging or eliminating toxic culture. Leaders set the tone, and if they model bullying or tolerate it in others, that behavior spreads. The best leaders are not just focused on performance, they also care deeply about how people are treated in the process. Sutton acknowledges that assholes are sometimes unavoidable. In those cases, he offers coping strategies. These include creating emotional distance, finding allies, limiting exposure, and using humor or empathy to diffuse difficult interactions. He doesn't suggest suffering in silence, but rather being smart about picking battles. The book includes powerful examples from various companies and industries. Sutton looks at places that enforce the no asshole rule, with real consequences, such as firing toxic stars or promoting team players over solo egos. These examples show that kindness and collaboration don't have to come at the cost of success, they often enhance it. He challenges the myth that harshness equals effectiveness. Many organizations confuse aggression with leadership, mistaking bullies for strong personalities. But research shows that respectful, emotionally intelligent leaders often outperform their more aggressive counterparts in the long run. Sutton provides tools for self-reflection as well. He asks readers to consider, am I the asshole? Many people who think they're tough but fair may not realize how others experience their behavior. He offers steps to recognize and correct toxic habits before they become part of a larger problem. The book also talks about the importance of recovery. Working with or under an asshole takes a psychological toll. Sutton suggests ways to rebuild confidence and well-being after leaving toxic environments, including therapy, rest, and reconnecting with respectful peers. Throughout the book, Sutton uses a sharp, often funny tone, but the message is serious. Allowing bullying or demeaning behavior to flourish isn't just unpleasant, it's a bad business decision. Toxic cultures repel good talent, erode trust, and ultimately sabotage success. At its heart, the no asshole rule is about dignity. It argues that people deserve to work in environments where they feel safe, valued, and respected. A little decency goes a long way, and organizations that make it a priority tend to thrive. In the end, Sutton's message is both a warning and a call to action. Don't accept jerks as inevitable. Whether you're a leader, a team member, or an individual contributor, you have power to influence culture. Draw the line. Speak up. And never forget that being a decent human being is not a weakness, it's a strength.